Okay, Brooke. So my mom's famous mac and cheese. You're going to use heavy whipping cream, a pound of any type of pasta. This is Elbows, but I usually use whatever I got in here. Some cheese, and I typically get like Colby Jack mix or mixed cheddar. This I think is actually like a Mexican blend. It's got queso cheese in it, so it kind of melts a little bit better. Just make sure you don't get kind with Mexican seasonings. That would not be good. Croutons for mashing to put on top, or breadcrumbs, seasoned breadcrumbs, whatever you got. And then real butter. No fake butter, real butter of some kind. Okay? Okay, next step is to cook your pasta and then drain it. Do not rinse it, just drain it, because you want the starch from the water on the macaroni noodles, whatever, or the pasta noodles, whatever you use to make the cheese and stuff kind of creamy. So just drain it and kind of let it cool. Don't rinse it. Okay, so the next step is over very low flame, and I typically use the same dish or the same pan, whatever the hell it's called. You can see it's still got stuff in there. And do like half your butter, and just kind of chuck it. Do this with one hand. Apparently I can't. Just chuck it. You're gonna chuck that in there like that, and you're gonna let that little puppy melt down really slow. Don't have it on too high, because you don't want to burn the butter. You just want to melt the butter really good. Okay. All right, next step is to take a cup, and I'm going to start with this because, like I said, I'm not really sure exactly how much I use, but this is a cup of heavy cream, and you're going to add it in there to your butter. I know this looks really, really low calorie. Wait, it's going to get better. Then you take 2 cups of cheese. You put that in there. Then, just a little tip trick I use is I spray my spoon, oh, not the side of my wall here, with cooking spray. And like I said, I'm using one hand here, so I'm making a mess. And then you just kind of stir this around until it melts. You want to make like a ooey gooey mess, so you can pour it over top of your mac and cheese. Wow. Doing this and looking at it through the camera is kind of making me feel like I'm drinking wine. Fun. Okay. So you just kind of keep stirring it over low heat, because like I said, you don't want it to boil. You don't want it to like be bubbly. You just want it to melt real good. So you just keep stirring till it melts. And like I said, I'm starting with this is a pound of macaroni to a cup of whipping cream and 2 cups of cheese to get us started. Okay, so I've added some fresh ground pepper and some pink sea salt. I'm sure you can use whatever kind of salt you want, or if you just have regular ground pepper, that's fine. And you just keep stirring that up. Okay, so next step is to spray your pan, whatever you're putting this in, with like Pam or cooking spray, so that it doesn't like stick. All right, so then you get the mac and cheese in the casserole dish. And this is a pound. This does like one, I don't know, it's not super big. I guess it's a, I don't know, 8.5 by 11 or 12.
Size, well.
Stop talking about Brooke like that. She asked me how to make mac and cheese. So I'm making her a video because I don't feel like writing it down. Yes, I'm being lazy. All right, so I've poured the mac and cheese, or the cheesy sauce in the mac and cheese, and then you just kind of mix it around a little bit. Get the cheese on all the...
You think she has all these materials?
Yes, she's gonna go get it tomorrow. Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. So the 1 cup of whipping cream to 2 cups of cheese to a pound of pasta is perfect combination. All right, more cheese. And you just kind of fold it in, kind of smush it down in there. Just a little bit, not just kind of eyeball it. Just kind of mix it around there. And then, this is extra if you want to do this. When I'm doing this on a weeknight, I typically don't do this. I don't get fancy, but I took the breadcrumbs and I smashed them up in this little Ziploc bag. And then you take them and just sprinkle them over top. My grandmother used to make, she would make the breadcrumbs herself in the oven. Obviously, I don't do that. So I just like to buy croutons because they're already made. And then smash them like she did. And then you can put salt and pepper on top of it if you want to kind of give it color. You put it in the oven, let it bubble up, and it's done. And just because you simply must have vegetables with your carbs, Josh likes tomato gravy. So I get a can of green peppers and onions, and you heat it up. And then you slowly put a little bit of heavy whipping cream in it, very gently. Heat it up and it makes like a creamy tomato sauce. Okay, this was in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes on 350. You can put it under broil if your oven doesn't get hot like mine does, but you just kind of have to watch it so that the breadcrumbs don't burn. All right, and lastly, sometimes mine's creamier than that. Just, you know, if you like it more creamy, you can add more to it. But it should be like gooey, cheesy. Yum, yum. And then, of course, Josh's favorite part, you take some of this tomato gravy here. And you kind of pour that on top. This is just what we do at Thanksgiving. You don't have to do this, obviously. And that's it.